There's several things I want to cover in this video. The first is getting in and out of the water in side shore conditions with shore brake. Another is using the wing to help steer the board through the turn. Also, jibing without switching your feet. And lastly, using the wing for support if and when you change your feet. All right, so here in Maui, the winter season is here, and so's the surf. So there's some shore brake you have to deal with getting in and out of the water. I hold my foil and my nose of the board will just rest on the sand, holding my wing overhead, and I'll try and time it between waves. It's at this point that I'm looking beyond the shore brake for cresting waves. I want to time my ingress-egress through the surf during a lull, so if there's waves coming, I'll stand by and wait for that lull. As I get closer to the water, to the waves, I'm going to be in like a surf stance, so I have something to brace against if the wave really pushes against me. And I'm careful not to let my board get in front of me, because a powerful whitewater will push against the board and knock me down. So as I enter the waves, I keep the board a little bit more to windward, so if anything, the wave knocks the board away from me instead of into me. If you're using a large board, you might want to enlist the help of a partner to get through the waves. I don't want to really put it down until I'm out in deeper water. Get a comfortable distance away from shore before you try to get to your feet. One of the things I didn't cover in the jibe video so much is how you use the wing to pull you through the turn. And that is, if I just flip the wing over, it's going to pull me right around. One of the things you can practice just sitting on your board is flipping the wing over from one wingtip to the other. I'm not even moving my hands. If I move my hands, I'm bringing the wing over my head and flipping it from the port wingtip to the starboard wingtip. And it's turning my board here as it happens. I'm obviously not carving, I'm just dragging. I'm going to do it on my knees this time. And certainly you did this at the beginning stages, learning how to turn around to come back to the beach, either kneeling or standing. This is something you can practice on the beach. Just find a spot where the wind is relatively steady and not too strong. So when you're slogging along off foil, you're steering 100% by the wing. If you're not falling in. So when you're on foil and you have the wing to assist you, you're turning with your toes and the wing is pulling you through the turn. I'm just flipping the wing over. And it helps to pull me through the turn. Jibing the feet is probably the most difficult aspect of jibing. But you don't have to jibe your feet. In fact, another drill, and this is a drill that we didn't do in the jibe video, is you make your turn and you direction that you're comfortable. In this case, I'm regular foot. This is more comfortable for me. If you're goofy foot, it's the opposite. But from here, go right into a heel turn. Toe turn. So if you're goofy foot, you may prefer doing the exercise on this side. Turning downwind, exiting the turn switched, and then going right into a heel turn. Followed by another toe turn. And a heel turn. Something else I didn't cover in the drive video in detail, and I've covered it in other videos, and that is bringing the wing overhead to give you support overhead. That is, it's lifting you up, and it's a better point of balance because you're kind of hanging on overhead. And I use this when I'm switching my feet if I'm a little uncertain. I'll bring it overhead, and that allows me to unweight. Now, if you kite surf, you know what I'm talking about, because you can bring the kite overhead and it's almost like moon gravity or zero gravity. Taking the wing overhead to give you vertical lift can assist you during the footwork, especially in high wind. This is another drill you can practice on the beach, keeping power in the wing as you take it overhead. Okay, landing on the beach, coming in when there's shore break. It's best to stop offshore a distance away. Leave yourself plenty of room. Now you can take your leash off, but there's a number of factors there. One is you don't want to let your board wash away into anyone else. But you don't want to be washing around in the shore break with your board if it's big. So what I do, and it's not big today, but just for example, I'll take my wing, hold it by the boom or the front handle towards the front. I'll get off my board and I'll kind of roll it on its side so the foil is up. Now I can use my wing sort of like a kite, holding one wingtip down and the other wingtip just enough to drag me towards shore. When I can touch bottom, I'll start to hold the wing up. And this part's critical here. I want to look over my shoulder and watch for a surge and go up the beach with the surge. I don't want to be in front of it, I want to go with it.